Hello, I'm Nick Bryan-Kinns, Director of the Media Arts Technology Centre at Queen Mary, University of London in the UK.
Hello, I'm Zijin, come from Musicology Department at China Conservatory of Music.
In the next 5 minutes or so, I'm going to give you an overview of our paper on digital platforms and AI for music in the UK and China. It is clear that digital technologies play a fundamental role in new interfaces for musical expression, as well as music making and consumption more widely. In this paper, we report on the differing landscape of digital platforms for music in the UK and China. It is interesting to compare UK and Chinese use of digital platforms for music, as they have differences in terms of market development, digital music research, use of AI in digital music pipelines, and contemporary culture and heritage, such as differing use of social media platforms. Please see our paper for more details. To explore the differences in use of digital platforms for music in China and the UK, we undertook 2 workshops, one in the UK and one in China. The first workshop took place in Shanghai with 44 participants, hosted by the College of Design and Innovation, Tongji University in China. The second workshop took place in London with 16 participants, hosted by the Centre for Digital Music at Queen Mary, University of London in the UK. Both workshops were structured as 2 days of face-to-face workshop activities, followed by one-day visits to local digital music technology centres. These were super interesting, I must say. In the workshops, participants identified 8 key topics to characterize the context of digital music making in China and the UK. These were automatic mixing, digital audio workstations, audio libraries, copyright infringement detection, royalty payments, for example, streaming services, music performance theory and practice, tools for music education, and audio consumption preference. Interestingly, only the approaches to copyright infringement detection were similar in the UK and China. All others were different. Please see our paper for more details on these topics. The differences in context of digital music platforms in the UK and China lead to barriers to the adaptation of Western content for Chinese audiences, the consumption of Chinese content by Western audiences, and the production of traditional and experimental Chinese music. Now, these barriers are largely due to the inherent bias of contemporary music workflows, practices, and technologies to Western musical traditions. This makes it difficult to, for example, access and operate in the music sector of the Chinese creative industries from outside China, access, understand, and exploit Chinese music and musical instrument collections, and to treasure, embrace, and reimagine Chinese intangible cultural heritage in the global digital age. On the second day of the workshops, participants identified 104 different digital platforms for music used in the UK and China. 2 key differences between China and the UK were found in this review. The graph here illustrates the kinds of users of software for different stages of creation, production, dissemination, and consumption. Broadly speaking, in China compared to the UK, there is more emphasis on amateur users in the creation and production stages, and more emphasis on semi-pro in the dissemination and consumption stages compared to the UK. You can see more in-depth analysis in our paper. Participants identified current trends in artificial intelligence as possible solutions to some of the barriers of the use of contemporary music production tools in Chinese music making and production. There were 3 main ways. Firstly, we could use techniques such as AI-based style transfer to bridge the gap between Western music technologies and Chinese music traditions. Secondly, we could use adaptive music techniques to create new products and services at the intersection of Chinese and Western music. Thirdly, we could use machine learning techniques to support greater access to Chinese music datasets, which are largely inaccessible outside China. Again, see our paper for more details on these ideas. To sum up, through 2 workshops with professionals and researchers and practitioners in the music sectors of China and the UK, we found that both the context of music making and consumption and the digital platforms used were divergent between the UK and China. In our research, we identified opportunities for AI to help bridge Chinese and Western musical traditions. It is our dream that one day music making will be situated in cultural context without being subjected to Western music technology biases, and at the same time be accessible and engaging for a global audience. Many thanks to all the participants, organizations, and funding bodies who made this research possible. Thank you. That concludes our presentation.